Hi guys, Stuart O'Neill here, Wheelcastle Decorating. So I'm on a job here down in Newry. I done a video last week on just a small demonstration on rolling walls in one of the front rooms. So I've basically most of the job finished here, and the customer asked me to do the kitchen here as well. Ceilings and walls woodwork. And at the minute I'm on the ceiling. So I'm going to do a wee demonstration just rolling the ceiling. Rolling the ceiling is a bit harder than rolling walls, but years of experience, for example, when a lot of people, even a DIY person that's trying to roll a ceiling, they tend to have the roller and stand under it like that, and they wonder why they're covered in paint. So whenever you're rolling the ceiling, keep the roller away from you and roll it just nice and even. And the other thing that I will say, don't be scared to put paint on the roller, especially doing ceilings, because if you haven't got much paint on, you really have to stretch and put a lot of effort in to get the paint onto the ceiling. So use quality paint, use a good roller, and don't be shy putting the paint on, and roll it on one way and keep it a nice even finish. And of course, before you roll your ceiling, you have to cut it in, as all you guys know. So cut it in, whatever. I used a 2.5, 3 inch brush here. Cut it around the top of your ceiling, just go under your wall a small bit. As you can see in the background there, I didn't come down too far in the wall. We'll have 2 lights here, one here and one behind us. Again, be careful, cut it around that there. If you want to pop a light down it, but that's fine, I don't need to, again, just experience, just be careful cutting around it. And again, if you want to cover those lights up, put a couple of wee plastic sheets around them, whatever. I'm using Johnson's COVID Plus with a good roller sleeve, very little overspray, so I don't worry too much about that. But make sure you have your floors covered up, put dust sheets on all your floors, and of course your worktops. This is granite worktop, so make sure you have sheets on those as well. And lastly, if you look up here, you can see this kitchen comes out from the ceiling. So standing from the ground, it would be difficult for me to roll in there, with the roller. So there's 4 of those areas. There's one in the corner, there's one here, and there's 2 corners at the back here, which basically, after I cut it in, I got my roller by hand and went in just with the roller off the steps, And so it's basically all ready to roll. And as I say, just take your time, make sure there's plenty on your roller. Whenever you're using your tray, make sure whenever you're dipping your roller, keep the paint even on the roller too, so it's not dripping everywhere, And so I'm ready to go to do this. After I do this ceiling, then I'm onto the walls. And I'll walk, when I finish rolling this ceiling, I'll walk around the job with you and show you exactly what I've done. So I'll just pop this around here and let you see what we're doing. And still, as I say, whenever I roll ceilings, again, at the end of a ceiling, there's no paint on me at all. There's very little paint on my hand, anything like that there. Listen, we're all individuals. Again, whenever you're experienced tradesman, you do tend to be a lot tidier. Well, for some of us anyway. Anyway, here we go. So I have a screw and pole here. It's a wee short roller handle. Just stretch it out there. It's a wee extension. Fat hog roller sleeve. Again, when these wee sleeves, I mentioned this before, when these wee sleeves, medium pale, when they're broken, they're fantastic, they really are. So this is us. And again, whenever you're rolling here, be careful, when you're rolling towards the kitchen units and stuff, you don't get any overspray on those. So you can see already I've done that wee section here. What I do is I roll to the light, I'll be halfway, and then come across and do this side. As you can see, just a nice even roller, like so. And as I say, when you use a big roller sleeve, makes your job a lot easier. So as you can see, I'm not standing on the roller, I'm standing at the side of it. I've plenty of paint on, I'm not killing myself for this here. I'm just rolling the one way, giving it a nice even finish, as you can see. So, there's that half done to the light. I'll come over here and do this section. And again, this is a big ceiling. It's a big enough ceiling, you know. And I always stress, you know, whenever you're using proper paint, proper tools, it really doesn't take long to paint a ceiling. Well, it shouldn't. Just go in tight for the ceiling nose as you possibly can. So as you can see here, where I done that wee section, so as you can see, I wouldn't be able to get the roller right in there, so that's why I had to go on the steps and do it by hand. And you're better doing those wee sections first before you actually go the rest of the ceiling. Again, just come over this wee section here, and basically that's 2/3 of the ceiling done. You know, what are you talking, a few minutes to roll this here. There you go. That's most of the ceiling done there. So what I'm going to do is just pop the wee camera around here, and you can see there. There we go. So it's just really this section here to do. And there's the two corners I was telling you about, which I've already done. In that corner, I had to get on the steps and go in tight, and in that corner there. Make sure you can see. There we go. Again, this is the next wee light here. Let's go to it. I'm saying that putting any pressure here. See, you've got to paint on the roller. You know, it is, don't get me wrong, it is a bit harder than doing walls, but again, you know, they are handy to do. There's that wee section there that I had with the rubber, you know. Again, this wee corner here, where I got that rolled in there. There you are, I've just rolled that one way, all the way across there. Just this wee section here. And just a wee bit above the kitchen, at the end of the ceiling here. See, just there. I just have to put the roller in this way, just to finish that wee area off. There you have it. Well, you're probably talking 5 minutes or so to roll that. It's quite a big ceiling, and you know, as I say, all in all, after you get it sheeted up, cut it in. To do a ceiling this size, 15 minutes, you know, tops, and there's a ceiling done. Anyway, so there we go. Any questions about that, about the ceilings and stuff like that there, by all means send me a message. So I'm going to walk around the rest of the job here. So there you go. There's everything sheeted up, as you can see. I showed you this wee kitchen the last time. He's looking at this hand painted at some point. So anyway, we'll go in here. On the ground, these are palmets, which he didn't like, so I just took them off. And there you go. This wee room's all finished, woodwork. You can see wee chandelier, nice wee ceiling rose and cornice I was showing you. And here's the living room. As you can see, a nice bright colour in here, powder puff. There's my, I'm sure you don't want to look at that there, all my gear. Let's have a dust sheet. Nice wee brick fireplace there. And again, woodwork, white satin, skirtings, white satin. A couple of door frames in here, wee oak doors on. Took those wee curtains down. They were the original owners. He just wanted to keep them up. So took them down for painting. I've put them all back up again. Same with the hall here. Again, the hall came up really nice. put those curtains back up, as you can see. This colour is ammonite. I was telling you the other day. There's all the woodwork done. Right down up under the landing. I'll just go back as you can see. And it's all done in Crown Clean Extreme, but in the ammonite. And then I took this mirror off for painting the walls in here. Ceiling done, woodwork all done. Same colour as the living room mirror. Curtains back up again. Anyway, there you go. So all I have to do here is the kitchen, and then I'll go upstairs and show you this as well. It's the customers asked me to do. Again, they're keeping the carpet there. They say you only got the keys to this house last week. So you can see up in the landing here, all finished. Good big landing. 5-bedroom house actually. You can see all looks well. In here we'll have, so 1, 2, 3 chests of drawers, and there's a wardrobe to match, and I'm going to hand paint these. I fancy this as the wee girl's room, his daughter's room. It's going pink, so we're going to do these brilliant white, and I'll do a wee video and paint these as well. There you go. So any questions on rolling ceilings, what's it done there, or anything else, sure, as usual, send me a message. Thanks now, bye.